Felix? Where you got shot at?
Right here where I'm holding it.
Oh my God.
Can you tell them to get me another glove, please?
Can you get another glove, please?
And a towel if they have it.
And a towel. Can you get a towel and a glove? What's this? He got shot. He shot in his back. Oh my God. Huh?
Buenos Dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We'll save that for another day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Right? Man, it's a cold world out here, gente. You know, it's a cold world and it's such a small world, you know, and social media makes a small world even smaller. You know, it seems like you don't really notice what's going on out there until it affects you or to it affects someone who you associate with, you know, or even at a distance, even if it's an enemy and it affects them or someone that you dislike or someone that you're not getting along with. It's a cold situation. You know, a real man doesn't wish bad upon no one. You know, if he's really about that and he's really got them bad intentions towards that individual, he handles it himself. He goes out there and he puts in his work and he lives with the consequences of his actions. That's what I've always learned. Well, as you can tell by that thumbnail and the clip you just seen, man, you know, bad things have touched home. So, you know, I get phone calls all the time from people, man. You know, I find out little things and I keep it to myself or I don't put situations out there. But when I see that it's already put out there and I see that people are speaking on it, then I have to give my 2 cents. I have to basically, you know, let people know how I feel. Because I feel that righteously, people are looking to see what I think about it. Now, we all know I've been having pleito with John Diesel, right? I did my little video, say it with your chest, right? And he did several videos and we're not seeing eye to eye on certain situations, you know, and come to find out through some go-betweens, I found out the reason why he was so upset with me was based upon me telling a story about my time in Nellis that involved one of his homeboys who's now resting in peace. And all I can say to that effect is dispensa and condolences. Now, when I tell war stories about guerra that happened when I was younger, these are things that just happened, homes. It wasn't like, you know, we won or they won or we took L's or they took L's. Everybody was winning and losing. Sometimes you win the battles. Sometimes you win the wars. And sometimes you lose them. And you got to be able to chalk that up to the game. See, in the 90s, that's what it was all about. It was all about guerra. It was all about representing your cause and your barrio and your hood and what you stood up for. So when I tell my stories and maybe your homeboy was on the shit end of the stick or maybe your homeboy just didn't, you know, get his like you felt he should. You know, everybody takes L's, man. Everybody loses. You know, not to say that that man lost, but I'm saying at the end of the day, the stories that I tell and what happened that particular day was actual and factual, and it really did happen. But I don't know, you know, about the situation that, you know, when he grew up, what he got put into and what happened. You know, we were young kids, man. We were fighting for something we believed in. We were all taking flight. Sometimes I got snaked on. Sometimes I snaked on people. It's just what it was, man. If I seen the opportunity to fight someone, I would do it. And they did vice versa. It's the way it was. You know, you can't be mad at something that happened in the past. All you do is troop to the future. That's what I learned. This ain't back to the future. This is back to the future, right? We're going forward and never backwards. It's forever forward in any type of sense of the game. So any real one understands that. They knows that. And you might feel a particular way because I said something that maybe hurt your heart. And at the end of the day, dispense up for that, you know, because I'm not here to be a heartbreaker. I'm here just to tell my stories and entertain the hand. They keep it real. So anyways, man, I get a phone call. You know, this guy, John Diesel, who I've been beefing with, man, who hasn't necessarily been on the top of my Christmas wish list, right? He hasn't been the top of the food chain. You know, he hasn't been the one, man, where I want to say good things about him. But the type of man I am, and everybody knows how I get down, you know. I'm going to have some fun. You know, I mean, I'm a cap on you. I'm a clown a little bit. But I don't wish no bad upon you. So anyways, this man the other day walks into a Dollar General store in Palmdale, you know, located in the Los Angeles area. And what the fuck was he doing going in a dollar store? But, you know, hey, such is life. We live for reals. What we do in the persona that we put on right here on YouTube, everyone thinks, oh, they're balling or they have money or that certain image, right? But everyone shops at the dollar store. Everybody goes to Walmart. Everybody's a target at Target. You know, that's just how it is, man. We have to live our everyday lives. We have children we have to take care of. We have women. you know what I mean, that depend upon us. We got to be the protectors and make them smile, like a Shanice song. It's just what it is, right? But anyways, he was walking into this Dollar General with his stepson, allegedly. And in passing, man, there was a conflict. You know, I'm not going to say exactly who the conflict was with because I know it's an ongoing investigation. And I'm going to go ahead and let them figure it out. But let's just say it was a conflict. Shit happens, right? Eyes locked, words were said, and shots started to be fired. Upon shots being fired, from what I'm hearing, man, you know, John Diesel did what a man is supposed to do and tried to protect his stepson. His stepson was in a bad situation. You know, according to what I've heard, man, these guys felt some type of way about his stepson, and there were some words exchanged, like I said, and his stepson tried to defuse the situation, but these guys, you know, pulled the biscuit out and started to dump him. Now, that's how it is in LA, man. You know, you have to be on your swerve. You have to be on your toes. My nose is itching. Money again, right? Didn't get none the other day, but we'll see today. You have to pay attention to your surroundings, especially in a city like LA, where, you know, everybody's got that. Everybody's ready. Everybody's holding, man. You know, in this world we live in, not just Los Angeles, but any city throughout California, Texas, anywhere, everybody's holding. It's better to have it than to not have it. It's better to stay ready than to have to get ready. So, you know, I've always said that when you are out in public, man, and you lock eyes with someone, be prepared for the repercussions of that action. You know, don't try to mean mug and act tough and think you're that one, because there's always going to be that next one that shows you you're not that. You ain't him. You know, or maybe you are him, but you're just lacking at this particular point in time. They're going to let you have it. So anyways, they're walking into this Dollar General. They lock eyes with these individuals. These individuals are not feeling that. Words get exchanged. Shots start to ring out. From what I heard, John Diesel, like a man, protected his son and jumped in the mix, in the line of fire, and tried to get this, you know, gun away from this guy. And shots were going crazy. As you've seen in the clip, his son took one to the back. And you could hear the anguish and the hurt in John Diesel's voice, right? So first and foremost, what I wanted to say was, you know, I feel for you, homie. I feel for his plight. You know, I don't wish bad upon his family. I don't wish bad upon him. This YouTube shit is YouTube shit. Now, I understand some people are real. They're gangster. They want to take it to another level. Fuck all that, homes. This is real life. You know, what's spoken on is spoken on. And I understand all that. But as a grown man, I don't like to see these type of things happen, because I think about what I would feel like if I was put in that situation, how it would affect me. You know, this man came onto the YouTube scene with the cool hand. That was Cool Hand Luke, right? Like I said, he used to get at me behind the scenes, regardless of what he says. You know, I have text messages. I have phone calls, bro. We used to chop it up. You know, he used to ask questions, 21 questions, like a fucking 50 Cent song. And I used to give him 21 answers. It was all good. You know, did he approach me and get at me about his homeboy and the story that I told? He absolutely did, man. As a man, he said, man, gun, whoop-de-whoop, did it go down like that? I don't think it did. I said, yeah, it went down exactly like that. And it was kind of like, let bygones be bygones, let's press. And I figured we had a mutual type of relationship behind the scenes. I understand he's still considered good in the gang world. I consider talking to me might be taboo behind the scenes. You know, people might feel a certain way, but I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm here to impress my old lady. That's about it. I'm not here to impress people and worry about people what they got to say about me, whether it's on YouTube or behind the scenes, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me unless I allow it to affect me. And right now, homie, all bitches rattle. I'm not letting shit affect me. I'm going to continue to press and push on and do my thing. So when me and him would have these conversations, I was feeling what he was saying. You know, he was wanting to come up. He was wanting to establish in YouTube. He was wanting to blow his channel up. And we had some ideas, and I gave him some ideas, certain situations and things that he could talk about and utilize my name to try to gain viewer counts, to try to gain not clout, but views and clicks, man. So that way he could establish some type of monetization and some monetary gain for him and his. I ain't mad at him. I don't hate on no one. Anyone that wants to come up, YouTube is wide open. Jump in. That's it. Just don't get mad if they sack your quarterback, because that's how it is out here. People will come for your throat. They're trying to tackle the QB all day, every day. Believe me, I understand it the most. I got people coming at my head every day, but I Tom Brady them. That's it. You know, I know how to wiggle. But anyways, when I heard this, you know, without being funny, when I heard this information and I got this video, you know, sent to me by you know, a real good dude, you know, and not the guy that you're thinking, John Diesel, you know, someone totally different, bro. Someone from that side, from the southern side, you know, I said, you know, wow, bro, you know, this hurts the heart. It hurts the heart because I don't want to see nothing bad happen to this guy in real life. I know he talks his little rah-rah shit. I accept that. You know what I mean? Let's get it. You know, if that's what's going to help you blow, let's blow, right? Let's blow together. But as far as his son, you know, you can hear the anguish and the desperation in his voice. What would you do, gente? You know, when you're, there's nothing you can do. You know, see, everyone talks that game. And as a man, you can defend yourself. As a man, you can handle your business. You could go out there, you could do your thing, right? You can protect yourself. But when you're powerless in a situation like that, when your son is bleeding on the ground with a shot in the back, because he was hit in the back, you know, that's dangerous, man. That's career threatening. That's life ending. You know, he can possibly never walk again. You know, hopefully it all works out for him. Hopefully, you know, he was able to overcome that. He's alive. You know, he looked fine on the ground, man. He was still talking. He was still, you know, he had comprehension to what was going on in the situation. But I could hear the voice, man. And I know that voice. A voice of someone that's powerless. A voice of someone that feels so, you know, they have this machismo and this self-esteem and this, you know, gangsterism about themselves. And then something happens to their family. They say in the Bible, Holmes, you know, a parent will suffer by at the hand of God to his children. They say that the children, you know what I mean, will suffer because of their parents' transgressions. That's what it says. I'm not trying to thump on you one time from my mind. I'm just trying to tell you, man, here's some knowledge you can't get in college. You can only get in the Bible. It says that. You know, for your transgressions, Holmes, your children will pay. You know, when you bring, you know, the great philosopher Nipsey Hussle said, man, when you breathe negative energy, man, you get negative energy back. It might not come back in the way you think it's going to come, but it's going to come. When you're spewing at the top of your lungs, man, and woofing on people and disrespecting people for clout or for financial gain or whatever, man, guess what's going to happen? You know, it's going to come right back on you, but it's going to come back back on you in a different form and fashion. You know, this guy is a YouTuber. What he does on the streets is his business. What he's into and involved in is his business. I can't speak on that. I don't know that man like that, man. And even if I did know, I ain't saying shit, right? I ain't saying shit like a fucking Too Short song. But I do know this, that his son was shot in Palmdale at the Dollar General. And it's a sucky situation, right? It's bad. It's bad, you know, because, you know, this guy now has to look in the mirror and you know, you're furious. At first it's anguish. At first it's saddening. And then you look in yourself and like, what could I have done, you know, to lace my son up right? What have I done? Why did I put him in that situation? But he's not at fault. This man is not at fault. Shit happens, especially down there in Los. Shit's about to get wild and shit gets crazy at any given point in term. You know what I mean? You can go this way and people are coming that way. It's just how it is. The city of Los Angeles is no fucking joke. Now, I know Palmdale is considered a suburb outside of Los Angeles, but still, man, it gets sticky and tricky out there. There's a lot of tweakers. There's a lot of people from vaudevilles. There's a lot of people that get in your mix and mix you up real fast. But if you listen to that clip again, man, you can hear his voice and he was shocked. You know, that's a man in shock. You know, so I wanted to make this video not only to put that information out there, it's already out there, but to also say, man, that I send mines to this guy, regardless of where our situation is at here on YouTube. As a man, as a grown man, I feel for him. Not my condolences because his son didn't die from what I'm hearing. You know, he's in stable condition. He's all right. But I send mines in regards to a real street, you know, street veterano. You know, I did time with this man. You know, we have a history. Maybe not a long, extensive history, a couple-month history, but I did do time with this guy. I did know him. And anyone that I've done time with it in the past in the youth authority that went through them gladiator school wars, that know what time it is, man. I feel a kinship or a special bond with these guys, whether it's North, South, Border Brothers, doesn't matter, BBs, because we all went through a struggle. We were all struggling as kids, trying to identify, trying to figure out which route we were going to take, you know, and still trying to impress others around us. That's just what it was. We weren't clout chasing, Holmes. We were doubt chasing. No doubt, Holmes, will put in that work. That's just how it was. Anyways, you know, I want to send mines to this guy. Like I said, I don't know how he's going to take it. I don't care if it's well received or not. I don't care if he says, fuck that guy. I feel as a man, it's the righteous thing to do. And also to let the gente know, you know, keep this man in our prayers. Keep his son in our prayers. Let's press on and push forward like we do. We have no choice. But stay aware, gente. This is just another eye-opening experience to a YouTuber, that the streets are real, that you could talk all that shit, Holmes, and put out that bad energy, but things happen, karma catches up to you, and people ain't playing out there. There's people that never watch YouTube that don't give a fuck or know exactly who you are, Holmes, and if you look at them some type of way, they're going to pull that thing out and let loose. You know, I've been in situations where I've had things pulled on me. I've been in situations where I've been G-checked, right? Or people have got at me and I've got at them a certain way. I've been at the point where I've taken fades. I've been at the point, you know, where, you know, some crazy tricky dance move things have happened. And I just don't put out there. You know, there's repercussions for every action in life. And you have to understand that. And as a gang member or as someone who's in the game thick, you know, that's just, hey, that's part of the game, man. You know what you signed up for, like everyone says, huh? Like they tell me every day. You know what you signed up for. But in this situation, man, his son had to pay the ultimate sacrifice. And like I said, it was just a freak thing that happened. Hopefully, everybody involved, man, is able to learn from this experience and wiggle. And I send mines to John Diesel, man, and I hope that his family is in God's hands, man. I send my prayers, my respects. And that's just it. For those of you that are going to get all in my DMs, man, all in my little private messages and talk that shit, oh, where's that energy at now? The energy is there, homes. I put out what other people put out. If you want to fucking go, let's go, right? If you want to talk shit, let's talk shit. If you want to be a man and respectful, let's be that, you know? But I'm going to lead by example, homes. And in this, I send my regards, my respects. And pobrecito, man, for his son who was on the ground, not knowing what the fuck was going on. And the anguish in that man's heart broke my heart. You know what it is, man. With that being said, let's think about that this weekend, gente. When we're out there having a good time, what is it, a holiday weekend, man? Stay aware, pay attention. It could go down at any time. And if you have your children with you, man, don't be mean mugging people or talking that high power shit, because there's more people that are high powered out there than you can even think about. Game is thick and it's crazy. With that being said, move with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you and take care of your familia. That's all we have, gente. Sangre way. Take care of our people, the raza. If you see someone out there struggling, man, hey, lean a helping hand. Lean on me. Like a motherfucking oldie song, right? And that's what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. John, you know what it is, homie. You still got the number. It ain't nothing to it but to tap in, man. I'll send mines. Dispensa. And that's just what it is, man. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for bringing you guys the best possible content I can and entertaining the masses and the gente. This is the gun. She's a what? She's a what? She's a ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. She's a torta with the snack habit. Bye up. Bye up.